He seemed so charming, so handsome. A perfect date. Rodney Alcala, a contestant on the popular game show, The Dating Game, in 1978. He even won. But behind his smile, a dark secret lurked. A monster hid in plain sight. Alcala, a cunning predator, was already on a path of terror. His charm was a facade, a way to disarm his victims, to lure them into a false sense of security. Alcala was a serial killer, responsible for unspeakable acts. His victims, young women across California, their lives cut tragically short. He strangled them, photographed them in grotesque poses. His cruelty knew no bounds. The dating game killer, as he came to be known, left a trail of devastation. Families shattered, lives forever changed. Alcala's descent into darkness began early. A troubled childhood. A stint in the military cut short. Signs of a growing darkness within. His first known victim, Cornelia Crilly, in 1971. A young woman, brutally murdered in her Manhattan apartment. He moved to California. His crimes continued. Tali Shapiro, just 8 years old, narrowly escaped his grasp. Her chilling testimony would later prove crucial. Alcala, a master manipulator, evaded capture. He even attended an arts program for gifted children. All the while, his crimes escalated. Ellen Jane Hover, a wealthy socialite, vanished. Jill Barcombe, a teenager searching for a new life. Georgia Wickstead, a young nurse. All victims of Alcala's brutal rampage. His methods were cold and calculated. Strangulation, posing his victims, photographing them in their final moments. Finally, in 1979, Alcala was caught. He was convicted of the murder of 12-year-old Robin Samsoe, but his appeals and mistrials dragged on for decades. Justice delayed, but not denied. In 2010, new DNA evidence linked him to more murders. The trial was a horrifying glimpse into the mind of a monster. Photos from his storage locker. Hundreds of women posed, often bound, many unidentified, their stories still untold. Alcala, defiant to the end, maintained his innocence. But the evidence was overwhelming. In 2010, Alcala was sentenced to death. He died in prison in 2021, but his reign of terror left an indelible mark. Families forever haunted, questions still unanswered. The photographs remain, a chilling reminder of the lives he stole, the faces of potential victims, forever frozen in time. Authorities believe Alcala may have killed as many as 130 people, their identities perhaps lost forever. The dating game killer, his charm, a deadly weapon, his legacy, a stark reminder of the darkness that can lurk beneath the surface, a reminder to never forget the victims and to never stop searching for answers.